Hey guys, what's up? I'm CJ and welcome back to my galaxy. Today we're looking at the Umbrella Academy Season 4 final season trailer, and I'm sitting in the chair that I normally sit in when I record videos, but I don't want to get up and position my camera properly. So we're just sitting, chilling, and I'm in front of my laptop watching the trailer. I have already watched this trailer, so I know what's going on, but at the same time, I wanted to like analyze it with you guys in real time to have a look at what we're working with for season 4. It is season 4. Yeah, it is season 4. I couldn't remember if it was season 4 because Stranger Things has like one extra season. So I just wanted to like make sure I was right. Anyway, let's get into the trailer. We're going to look at a couple scenes and, question what do these scenes mean? How are these going to be placed in each episode, right? So first of all, let's get into the introduction scene with in the trailer with Ben and Victor. That's Ben right there.
Hello.
Hello.
Don't hang up. Victor.
Ben, just listen. There's something happening to you. And it's only gonna get worse.
You're on pace to end the world in about 48 hours.
24, actually.
24. I know I'm pausing it at such a weird time as the song starts. So what we have in that first sequence of scenes is Reginald Hargreaves, Victor, and Ben. Ben, I did not expect to be the Apocalypse creator. I guess Victor's learnt his lesson, which we love. We love when Victor doesn't start apocalypses. Ben, however, seems to be the connector of everything because he's the one that died. So I don't know. I think it's quite interesting that he is the one that created the apocalypse, and we'll see later in this trailer. And if you guys have seen it, you know that he has some sort of burn marks. I think it has to do with something with his powers, and I'm interested to know why Victor why is with keep stuttering on my words is with Reginald Hargreaves. You know how Klaus was with Reginald last season? So it seems like Victor is going to be getting that role instead this season. So I'm interested to know why Victor's looking at him up. Is he doing Five's dirty work again? I don't know. Again, I don't think Victor ever did Five's dirty work. In fact, they fought quite a bit. But maybe they reconciled, who knows?
Come on to this tragic affair. Wipe off that makeup, what's in
I
his
love
despair.
them. They're obviously grimacing at something, some smell, and that's hilarious. I want to know who smells bad. I find that so funny. And Allison here.
We want to
Allison, and I'll get to what the dialogue is in a second. Allison does not look like she wants to be there. She's forced to be there because something has happened to her world that she does not like. Something happened with her daughter and her husband, perhaps. That's what I think. She's still got her attitude. I would love to like Allison again. She was really good in season 2. I will forever love season 2 Allison. I wasn't like such a big fan of Allison in season 1. She was alright. She wasn't the best. But I do think that she got a lot worse in season 3, and I can't forgive her for her actions in season 3. I'm sorry. I would like to see good Allison again. But it looks like she's still got a bit of a tude going into this season. Look at her with her dark makeup, tired, angry. Everyone else in this group has the right to be angry, and yet she thinks she's the only one that has a right to be angry.
show you something. The world we live in is one.
This is what I find interesting here with the dialogue. So the people who are narrating, I don't remember who the characters are called, but they advertise it on their social medias when they're promoting the season. So we have here on screen in the Umbrella Academy pram with the kids, one of the 7 kids, and then the Sparrow Academy. And we have a lot of comparisons between an Umbrella Academy world and a Sparrow Academy world, which I find very interesting because that means they're kind of parallel universes and they're kind of in a way coexisting. And with the train line that we've all been saying, like, what does that have to do with it? It looks like a bunch of timelines coexist at the same time and they're all like running into each other when, tracks shouldn't be running into each other because that will cause a crash. And that's what I think is going on here.
Big phony baloney lie.
See, that one was, let's go back a second.
The world we live in is one big phony baloney.
Okay. So this one here, the first one is some rando. The second one is Allison, I believe. It looks like Allison from season 2 with her haircut in season 2. Love on Loan too. Is that what that says? She's a movie star. So they like exist together, and it's like, is it really supposed to be like this? We know in this scene Nancy and Jerome, I think Five's whole thing is name, whatever. So Lila and Five are working together once again. I saw somewhere, and I don't know. Apparently, it was confirmed, but I didn't see any information about it. So comment down below if this is what it actually is. Apparently, there was a 6-year age gap, meaning Five is 18. Yeah, is that math? Yeah, 18-year-old Five, which I'm looking forward to because that I'm gonna need Five to be not going through puberty in the middle of the season. I think it would add to his character to not be constantly hormones at the same time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. And I love that Five and Lila seem to be getting a better relationship because forced proximity into friends is what I'm loving about their relationship. And they're like, truly, she is a sister-in-law to him, and he recognizes that.
That tentacle bull.
I want to know as well who these two characters are. Like, are they a part of the commission? Perhaps like they're given commission, but not quite. Like maybe they were kicked out for some reason, or they were supposed to be a part of the commission, or they're a part of the team of people who are trying to kill the magical kids, or the kids with the powers, or the Sparrow kids, the Umbrella kids, whoever Reginald Hargreaves adopted or created, supposedly, allegedly. I think he created the powers and stuff, but whatever is connecting those kids, they might be the group of people trying to kill them this season. I'm almost guaranteed that that's what they think is right to make their world not a lie. That's what I feel like is happening here. And they're talking about Tentacle Boy, who is Ben.
Boy is the key.
See, this is... Let me just go back. I didn't pause it at the right time.
Boy is the
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The burn marks is interesting because we've not seen Ben or any of the characters have something like this before. And I'm wondering, is this a manifestation of his powers trying to come back? Is this a side effect of them giving original Hargreaves bringing their powers back? Because we know at the end of the season that we get at the end of the season, during the season in the teaser trailer and in this trailer, Reginald Hargreaves gives their powers back in some way. We don't know how, because we've only got the trailer, we haven't got the season yet, but we do know that that's happening. And I also want to know, because it seems in the teaser trailer, and I think in this trailer, Ben's getting out of jail. And at the end of season 3, it's confirmed that Sparrow Ben is the guy on the train at the end of the season in like a post-credit scene. And I'm interested to know how he got from here to there. Like, are we getting Sparrow Ben? The post-credit scene there, is that post season 4 Sparrow Ben, or Ben in general? Like, do we already have the ending of season 4? Because we've seen it in season 3, we just don't know it yet. That's my question, because I personally think that is the end of season 4. That's the finale, and we've already seen it.
key to understanding all the timeline.
We can't wait to find out what this is. I think this scene here is going to be at the beginning of the season. Almost guaranteed it'll be end of episode 1, beginning of episode 2. Guaranteed, because it looks like they've only just gotten there. Like, this is building up to what we're going to be getting in the rest of the season, this scene. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it is.
So gather round, piggies, and kiss this goodbye. I'd encourage your smiles. I expect you won't cry.
See, they're definitely time traveling in some way. So whatever Five's powers are is happening through that train, and also the sign that's above it is giving commission as well. I also don't know how to explain it to you, but it's giving commission. And I feel like those are the symbols that their mum used on the floor with the grandfather paradox thing. I know that originally they did something offensive, and then they changed it without acknowledging it, which is bad. Don't do that. But I think these are the symbols that they replaced it with, and I think that's supposed to symbolize something to do with the grandfather paradox. But obviously, the apocalypse, look at that. Once again,
So the world's ending again, huh?
yes.
God, that's tragic.
Oh, Klaus, I need to talk about here. So we know that he's going to be a bit of a germaphobe, hypochondriac in the new season because he no longer has his immortality, you know. So he is scared of death all of a sudden. I think we can pick that up from all the posters and stuff and the promotion. I think that's pretty easy to be able to tell. And I think here he's become a little bit superstitious as well, and that's what he's doing. So this is the first time we see Klaus in the new season, and Five comes to collect Klaus to bring them together to defeat the apocalypse once again. And I think that's what this scene is going to be. I'm wondering whose house this is. Is this Reginald Hargreaves or is this Allison's house? Because the whole van that all the kids are in, all the Brelly kids are in, is right there as well. It might be Reginald Hargreaves because inside the house there's this scene, and I know we only get her back, but it looks like it could be Abigail. Abigail, since this isn't Victor, obviously, and the only other character that we know plays violin is Abigail. So there she is in the mansion. So it's probably Reginald's house, or it's just Abigail's, depending on whether or not they're together in this season. We don't really know their relationship and understand what's going on between them. We just know that they're very close. I think people have assumed that they're like love interests in some form. Here we go. Powers for Ben.
We need to fix this.
Well,
Okay,
that's what
can
Five
anyone-
always says. Oh my god. When I saw this scene, Jennifer, I cannot believe they actually gave this away. I cannot wait to find out how Ben died. This scene alone devastated me, and I think I'm going to actually cry when it comes across this episode. I want to know how he died.
One of you remember
I think this is Sparrow Ben, and this looks like a flashback.
how Ben actually died?
Ben died
And those burn marks as well are the same as to what is on his arm, and I think it's to do with his powers, personally. And here we go.
Because we failed as a team. And what?
I just want to point out, Luther has a scar in another scene in the trailer. Later in this trailer, he doesn't have a scar. So they get into a fight, and I feel like there's a cat that flies across the screen in a minute. And I think maybe that's a scratch from the cat. But there's this happens later on in the season because he doesn't have the scar. And I cannot believe they don't remember how Ben dies. No wonder we don't know what happened to Ben. Oh, well, here we go. This is how they're getting their powers back. And Abigail is in the background of this scene. I just want to point that out. So we are definitely going to get more information about Abigail, and by the time they get their powers back, we're going to know her a little bit better, which is great. That we don't need to get that halfway through the season, hopefully.
Indubitably.
Reginald Hargreaves with his old shenanigans again. One final chapter. Why is Diego shirtless? Anyway, Luther and Diego being friends for once. I love it. This scene reminds me of that one memed scene of Victor and Five, when Victor is going one way towards the farm and Five's coming back from the farm after not being able to find him. This reminds me of that scene, and I cannot wait to see this. The lady with the gun. One last shot. Interesting. I think these Klaus in the corner with his germaphobe stuff. So we know that these drinks are before they get back their powers. Luther also is not half gorilla there, or monkey, or I don't remember what exact species he was. But I think these shots have something to do with them getting their powers back, I reckon.
It's time to face the inevitable.
I don't know about that police shot with Reginald Hargreaves. We don't get enough information in that one quick shot, but here I'm curious, is this the first time Klaus has gotten his seeing the dead powers back? Or I want to point out that I think there's a possibility he might be digging up someone who's dead, body. This is a grave. Or he could just be digging his own grave, but you know, Ben's grave, possibly. Maybe Jennifer's grave, possibly. How did she die? But that would be really morbid, so maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't go that far. To save the world. This is cool. Victor's powers right here. That's a whole new level of Victor. I can't wait to see this. This plane, where is that? Something seems to be burning down. Is that a prison? Is Ben in that prison? It looks a little bit like a prison, like some sort of facility. And a plane going towards there. Are they picking up Ben from some sort of alternate timeline? Maybe. Oh, there they are. I don't know who they are. Oh, Victor. Yeah, Luther. We also have, this is the cat I was talking about with the scratch on Luther's face. Allison's using her powers at a whole new level as well. I cannot wait to see like the max power of all these Umbrella kids. I'm excited to see that. Oh, there they go. Why is there, whose cat is that? Whose cat is that? Not to like pause on this scene, but definitely to pause on this scene. That explains why Luther's Moon Man helmet was filled with money. They were dollar bills, obviously, because Luther's a stripper now, apparently. Okay, Lila with her daughter, I assume. So there's a panic. There's going to be a panic there for a second that she's possibly dead. And here we go. Klaus superstitions and using his power once again, I reckon, to make a profit like he did with his cult in season 2. I feel like he's bringing forth dead people for someone who's paying him. And there we go. More Klaus powers. I cannot wait as well. Max power. Just maxing out those powers with Klaus. I love Klaus. He's my favorite character. Oh, Santa. And Luther protecting all of his siblings with his powers back. I cannot believe he can take bullets like that. That's insane. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. He better not die. If anyone, I'd prefer Allison to die. I'm sorry, but I just don't see a redemption arc for Allison at this point.
I wouldn't miss what's coming.
Who is this guy? Maybe he's like a whistleblower for people who are hunting. Oh no, wait. Those are the two people hunting the Umbrella Academy people. I know those two are doctors. That's what I remember from the promotional material. I don't remember who this guy is.
The world.
Why is he eating ice cream like that? That's intimidating. There we go, Diego. Ooh. Wait, who's the lasers? Hold up. Okay, that's in Reginald Hargreaves' mansion in the Umbrella Academy / Sparrow Academy. Who is the lasers? Hello? Who would be not Victor? Allison? Surely not. I can't think of anyone who would have laser eyes. Maybe it's a Sparrow Academy person? Okay. Let me just go back so we can watch this in full. Okay. Okay, hang on. Alright, so what we had was more of Victor's powers, Ben's powers, and 5 protecting Lila. Once again, I love the developing relationship. I love how 5 is starting to treat Lila after being very skeptical about her, but she's family now, like he said in season 3. Okay, this is what I find really interesting. This is the last thing that I want to state in this video. Ready? Those are sparrows. So August 8, right? Those were sparrows. So the Sparrow Academy is definitely coming back next season. I can almost guarantee it. And unless it's because it's of Sparrow Ben. And we still don't know what happened to Sloane, which is interesting. And that does lead me to believe that something with the Sparrow Academy is going to happen aside from just Ben. I do think that there's going to be some sort of alternate timeline where we do go back and see the Sparrow Academy and how they developed instead of the Umbrella Academy in an alternate timeline. So I think even though we know that from season 3 that Sparrow Academy is technically dead and we don't know what happened to Sloane, we still need answers. But I do think that the Sparrow Academy has to play some sort of significant role in developing the story that we're going to get leading up to the finale. And I would like to say, to just reiterate my point about the fact that I think we know the finale already. I think we know that Ben is eventually going to get his happy ending, and we've seen it in season 3 already. I'm calling it right now. It's going to loop not back to the first season that I know a lot of people think is going to happen, or up until this point we thought was going to happen. I personally believe that. I personally thought it'd be a good ending, but not so much now. I do think that it will loop back to season 3 instead. It'll loop back to the ending and post-credit scene of Ben, and it'll give us a nice resolution for his life, and I think that'll be really cute. And I would honestly love that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know your theories down below on the trailer. How excited are you for season 4 of The Umbrella Academy? I know we're all really upset that it is going to be the final season. I'm devastated, but it's going to be a banger, and I know it. I'm excited. Let me know how excited you are too. I would love to hear it. Once again, if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, comment everything you know about the Umbrella Academy. Give me an essay, all your theories. I'd love to hear it. So I have been CJ, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.